Hello YouTube family, this is Mika Coleman with Leverage, Tax Deed, and Overage Education, your $1 million blueprint. And today I want to talk about the winning wholesale strategy. Now, I know you're probably like, wholesale, that's a real estate investment strategy. Well, it is, but it's one of the best strategies I feel if you want quick cash with tax deeds. And the reason why I call it the winning wholesale strategy, if you're familiar with wholesaling, you pretty much have to go and find a seller and get them to agree to sell their house or get it under contract for lower than the value on the market, right? And then you have to go find someone to wholesale it to, right? So wholesaling is about going to find owners that are in distress or owners that have abandoned properties, get it under contract, and then you're basically selling that contract and getting a fee. That's what wholesaling is in a nutshell. However, I like using a tax deed as a wholesale strategy because guess what? It's the simplest and easier way to wholesaling because guess what? You don't have to go and convince sellers to buy. You don't have to go look for sellers. And the only thing you have to look for is buyers. So in my course, I teach you a 7-step process to guarantee that you get money before you even actually buy the property. So I always tell people, if you're looking to get a quick cash or a quick return with tax deeds, it's always best to have your list of buyers first because that's how you're going to guarantee what you're going to be able to sell to them. So I always tell people, if you're going to get into this business, there's a lot of things you need to know, but most importantly, it's always nice to have a list of available people that would want to purchase something that you want to buy, especially if you want to get rid of it really quick. That's from land, commercial property. And a lot of people don't know there's actually commercial property in land that are on tax deed lists. I can't remember, where was I? I can't remember. It was up north though. I'm in Texas, but it was north. And they had commercial properties on their tax deed auction. So you can get commercial property for your tax deed. Matter of fact, the reason why I moved here, the first property that I saw on a tax deed auction was an 8-unit building. And of course, I wanted to hop on a plane because minimum bid was like $20,000. And I was like, $20,000 for an 8-unit building? The moral of that story happened really quick. Of course, Google hadn't updated because I lived in California at the time. So I actually Googled it and it still had the 8-unit building. But when I got here, the building was gone. So go figure, $20,000 for an empty lot. That's pretty good because it was already zoned multifamily. Still a good deal, but I would have liked to have the units. Anyway, back to the winning wholesale strategy. The whole thing that I want you to get from the winning wholesale strategy is I feel that if you have more control of actually picking out what you want to purchase as opposed to convincing a seller, you're already winning. And you're double winning if you already have a list. So I call it the winning wholesale strategy for tax deeds because I feel like people that are in wholesale should actually jump over to get tax deeds. Therefore, they can actually wholesale and make money and profit rather quickly than having to take, maybe 3 to 6 months to convince a seller to contract their house for less than what it's owed. Basically, one of the strategies that I feel that can help individuals get quick cash flow, or I don't want to say cash flow, but quick cash in their pocket is to utilize that strategy, which is wholesaling. A lot of times people get confused because wholesaling is a niche, a real estate investment niche, and their strategy, like I just explained in the beginning, is a little bit different than tax deeds. Tax deeds, there's a county where they have a list of you can actually go and buy over the counter and they have the value. Now, I haven't really dug deep into this list because I was like, something has to be wrong because it was like over 20 addresses on there and they were owing, like they're asking you to put in a sealed bid for $5,000, but the house was worth like $20,000. And I'm like, why has nobody grabbed this? Now it could be that it was in a little hick town down south somewhere that I had just stumbled across because I was driving to go look at other properties. It's like, hey, I haven't seen this county. And I stopped by and asked them, about their list and talked to people. And they gave me like a list and I was like, whoa. So when I get a list of over the counter, I don't get super excited about it until I know that I actually have a list of buyers that will want these properties. I feel over the counter is a quick and easy way to this wholesaling strategy process, because if you already have a list of buyers and you can go and cherry pick the properties that you want without having to wait for them to get overbid, without having to go to an auction, you pretty much can go and write a check to the county and then turn around and sell it. You don't have to wait for redemption periods as well. I feel like that is the winning strategy to wholesaling. If this video helped, please like, subscribe, comment. Once again, I don't want you to get confused. This isn't about wholesaling, but this is wholesaling in the tax deed niche. I hope this video helped. Happy investing. And if you're interested in wanting to know more, please sign up for my newsletters that I have at the bottom. There's also a free tax deed guide. And if you're interested in learning from me, there's also a link for all my courses. Happy investing.